What's up guys, welcome back to another episode here on all the mods 10 to the skies, and in today's episode we dive into the GeOre's mod. So, last episode we fought a boss and almost destroyed our full island. We almost ruined it all. This episode, now that we can fly, we can basically do a lot more, a lot easier of access, and one of them is going to be heading to the end. Now I believe we can do that through a cake. Right here, end cake. So all we need is some ender eyes, an egg, and what am I missing? I'm literally just missing the egg. Of course. Now, for you guys that haven't watched the start of a series, I threw a lot of eggs just out of the ground randomly. So we might just have to kill some of these until we get yeah. So we have our egg. Let's just throw that up in there, and just like that, we have the end cake. Now with this end cake, it can take us to the end. Where do we want to place it? I don't know. Let's throw it right here. We got one single slice. Let's make sure we're ready for this, because our ME is not cross-dimensional. So let's just get some golden apples just to be on the safe side. So we have 4, so honestly not too bad. Now because our flight is on our armor, we can actually fly cross-dimensionally. So no matter where we are, we can fly. So let's go. Oh, there we go. For a second I thought it wasn't working. And what is this? For some reason we can't turn them off. There we go. Just spam it, hold it down, and it goes off if you have that problem. So this flight makes everything 10 times easier. And hello, dragon. We do a decent amount of damage, to be fair. Now I thought with this being a whole mod pack and whatnot, there'd be a very different dragon. Let's carry on destroying these crystals. There's one. We were just short on that one. Oh, we actually hit that. And where's the rest? So we got one down here. Another one. Is this the last one? No, there's one far down here. Now that should be all of them. Now what does our sword do? Can we catch him? I don't even think we can hit the guy. Did he just do 0 damage to me? Hold on, I think he just did 0 damage, guys. And this brings me back to my skyblock days, where I was fighting dragons. Now, in here, it is very dark, so I apologize for you guys if you can't see anything. But hopefully we're not in here too long. Oh my god, my sword just did so much damage, and he dropped a bunch of, like, draconium. Oh, what was that? We got a dragon heart. Holy. Now, I know we don't have a torch, but... Well, can we, like... Where did it go? So it is on this block right here. Will it work if I use that? Yes, it does. Check us out. We have these dragon skills as well. I wonder what we can use these for. Oh, we can make a dragon egg seed, which harvesting it gives us dragon egg essences, which can be used for a dragon head. Dragon egg chunks. We can make a supply of dragon eggs. That's honestly kind of... What is this? An epic shader grab bag. What, do we just open this? Shader usurper. Level common can be applied to... Huh. And this dragon heart is for the draconic evolution, which we're not going to be getting in anytime soon. This is going to be far down the line. So we actually do need to find a way to automate this, believe it or not. And dragon scales. And we can make aquatic, silver, or golden dragon scales. Seems kind of cool. But we defeated the dragon, we got the egg, and I think the only thing now is in here. I don't think we'll be needing it now. Later down the line, we're going to be returning back here for a certain ore. So, I guess it's time for us to get out of here. There we go. We bet Minecraft, guys. The series is done. We bet the game. We finished it. No, I'm just joking. We've got a lot more to do. Now, how do I skip this? Can I not, like... I can fast forward it, but I can't skip it. And we're back home. Lovely being here. Now, does my cake slice stay? No, it doesn't. That is honestly quite sad. So, with all this stuff we got, I think the first thing on business that we should do is try and get ourselves this egg seed. Now, do I need 2 dragon eggs for it? I honestly don't know. Oh no, it's dragon scales. So let's take out the dragon scales, Insanium, and a prosperity shard. Right, so if we place these 4 shards, prosperity in the middle, some Insanium around, and then we can make this dragon egg seed. Now, I'm assuming it's going to be like the Nether Star, where there's a requirement in order for it to grow. So let's go find out. So we did the Nether Star on the outside, just because it requires something. So this requires a Dragon X crux. And we got rid of an air seed, which is very important. We need them. So we need a crux again, but this one we need the Dragon Egg one. Which all we need is a block of diamond. Luckily we got 8 pieces of in total. So we can't actually make that. So now if we just come down here, place you there, and there we go. It's slowly growing, and now we should be started to generate them, and we can start making like dragon heads. Now this dragon head is actually useful because I can make dragon's breath just straight out from here. We can just get a dragon's head, put an extractor on it. We got dragon's breath. So that might actually be the first thing we do with a blank skull. Honestly, let's do that quickly, guys. No, I was paused. Okay, so now this extractor is extracting from the dragon's head and we're getting dragon's breath. Beautiful. Now in today's episode, something that we want to get into is GeOres. So in order for this, we need loads of budding crystals. Now there's 14 of these crystals that I actually want to get my hands on. So that's going to be my first agenda, is to try and get all of those crystals. So the ones that we need, let's just get them over on this side over here. Okay, so we need to get our hands on all of these GeOres over here. Now the way we do that is firstly killing this slime that's just making a weird noise below me that I didn't like. Is with this over here, which we built on the episode that didn't get recorded, sadly, because it froze. I think I mentioned it in the last one. So in order to get all these, we need block casting forms, and molten lapis on a piece of sand gets us a lapis geode. Copper on sand. Is it all on sand? It's all just on one compressed piece of sand. So let's make the sand first. So let's just get this sand. Boom. Because we have all these essences, we can just do that. And honestly, that should do it. We now have a stack of compressed sand. And now we just need to get all the ingredients so we can smelt it in our area behind us. So yeah, we're going to quickly just pull out all the ingredients. We'll show you how to do 1 or 2. So let's do the redstone one on camera. So we need 900 millibuckets of redstone, which we can just throw some redstone in and it will melt. Question is, how much are we gonna melt? So a piece of redstone gets us 100. And it said that we need 900. So we just need 9 pieces of redstone. So just a block's worth. Redstone. Let's just grab ourselves 9 pieces. Just like that. Hop in our controller. Throw in the redstone. That's going to smelt its way on down. Now we're going to put that sand there. And now we have redstone in here. We turn this tap on. This is going to fill this little casting bucket, and it's going to like melt into the sand, which gives us this geode right here. Which it says it's cooling, but it also doesn't say it's full. Oh, and there we go. It's now been taken out and it's gone into our barrel. We have a budding redstone geode. So we're going to do that for all the ones that we need. And then we can return on back. And with all of these done, it's time to go on to our next piece of crafting. Now, at the moment, I don't know how I'm going to like display these, but we need accelerators. Now, we've gone into like growth accelerators before, but now we need boosted ones and also directional ones. And we're going to need, because we've got 14 geos, we're just going to need 14 of each. So if we just search accelerators, I believe this should all just come up. Yeah, we got growth accelerators here, which we're going to need some of these. Now, can I change how many it's telling us to craft? So we're going to need some glass pipes. So, what were they called? Fluix, ME glass pipes. Just get a bunch of them. Don't know how many we're going to need, but craft super quick. Love it. It's honestly beautiful. Now accelerators. We're gonna need us 14. We've also already got 2 here. Now we need our 14 growth, which I've not actually boosted. I think I've only crafted one of these just to try it with that other farm. It didn't really work in my favor. So we want 14 of these eyes, because then we can throw that in here. Hopefully we don't have enough, because we need growth accelerators in order to make these. So we're going to need ourselves 14 more growth accelerators. Throw them in there. Then we should be able to get us 13 of these. We've got 14th there, and boom. Lastly, our directional ones. We're going to need some more of these pearls, these beautiful pearls. Okay, so we've got the growth accelerators, the booster growth accelerators, the directional growth accelerators. We need these resonance now. We have 8 of them. Need some more Fluix blocks. 1 shot. There we go. That's 14 resonance. So next on our list is an advanced block storage. Now this is probably going to take a while to make. Not storage, breaker. So advanced block breaker, because we got to go into a few other mods in order to make this. So right here, block breaker. We actually need a simple block breaker, which means we need ferric ore, which, as you remember at the start of the video, we did kill an ender dragon. Reason being, in order to get this, we need raw ferric ore, which we need this goo. And honestly, the shadow one is probably going to be the one that we go for. So now, for this advanced block breaker, for the simple thing even, the ferric ore we need to get from placing iron on a block of this. So we need some iron blocks. So I'm pretty sure I've done this process in a previous video. I can't remember what I did it for, however. But we have done this before. So what we're going to do is we can place that there. Surround this. And it should just start growing, I believe. I think we do need to actually feed it something, however. So let's quickly check what that would be. So you can see it's asking for any piece of skulk. So if you just search skulk, there we go. So now that should start spreading, and it should actually create these little gems that we can break. Now I don't believe we needed a lot of this. As you can see, it's done. And like that, we now have ourselves some raw ferric ore. which if we just pop up here, we can just smell in whichever one it is. Smelting factory right here. So like that, we have the ferric ore. All we need now, observer. That's our simple one done. Now we need celestial gems, which we get by placing diamond blocks this time. So if we get ourselves some diamond blocks. And surround my beautiful, whatever you want to call this thing. Feed it some skull. There we go. Let's watch this thing grow. And when this is finished growing, we should be able to make ourselves the advanced block breaker, which I think we should start at that factory over there. That nice big one. There we go. Our celestial gem is now done. 20 pieces right there. Throw that up in there. And just like so, we have an advanced block breaker. Beautiful. That is the next thing checked off our list. And everything else we should just easily be able to make. Apart from, we want the item collector. Now we want one of these ones from the item collector's mod because it picks it up straight away without the blocks dropping, therefore there won't be any entities. So we can pick up in an area around itself. Items can be filtered, so we want this one because it can be filtered. So all we need to do, craft that one, craft that one, and the last thing is we could actually try to get an eclipse pickaxe because it goes off energy, so it's never going to break, and it also can auto smelt. So all we need is eclipse alloys, which again, place them in like so. And it's just spreading instantly, this one. We didn't even feed it or anything. So that should give us the blocks that we need. And then we can smelt it. And we should be able to make ourselves an eclipse pickaxe. Which leads us into the next thing, which is the smelting. I don't know what it's called though. Right, so now these eclipse goo is done. There we go. We can come up here and we can smelt them. Let's make ourselves the eclipse pickaxe. Honestly, a very big upgrade, and we'll just instant energize that. So if we hover shift over this, you can see it's got auto smelter, missing upgrade. So it should just be, if we can't find it by searching, if we type in the Modpack, should be able to find it right here. So it's called upgrade smelter. Now, I believe we should have all this stuff for it. So now we can auto smelt it. We just need to apply this, and I believe we just do it in so we do it in a smithing table. So we have one down in our old base. So we're just gonna head down here because we're also gonna enchant this with fortune and unbreaking. So unbreaking will make the energy go down slower. So we should be able, we can get unbreaking 5. Sweet. Fortune 5, and lastly efficiency. We don't have a single book of efficiency. There we go. Fortune 5, efficiency 5, and unbreaking 5. Now let's throw this in our smithing table. We can give it the smelter, and we've got advanced block breaker right here. We should now have everything. So if we come in here, thinking maybe we could put it on this back wall. So let's just count out 14 and see what it looks like. So we're going to place it on this back wall right here. So let's place down our block breaker. So we're going to put this here, and before we do anything, we're going to render it. Now, we might end up having 2 of these, depending on if it can actually keep up. So we filter it by block. We just need to get it to the right area. Honestly, that doesn't need adjusting. It is this side that needs adjusting. Then it needs pushing forward. So it can only do 5 long. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yes, we are going to need a second one. Okay, so we have these now set up, and all we've got to do is we're going to feed them the pickaxe. We're just not going to power them at the moment. And now it's time to actually start getting this foundation. So we've broken that area because this is where our geos are going to go, right in the middle. Now we need these directional ones not to go in the middle. To go here, and you can see the direction is up, which we actually need it to go up. If not, you need to get the wrench and you can actually adjust the way that it grows. So we're gonna place these at the back, and at the front we're gonna have our boosted ones. There we go. And we need to actually get a flux point, and what I noticed is that I'm not actually in range over there, so luckily everything's going to be linked up and I'll just be doing it itself, so we don't have to actually go over there to access any of this. And there goes the storage controller. Okay, so now we can actually do the bottom part of this, and we do need to get rid of that one as well. So let's do this on the other side. Now this is where the growth accelerators will be. If I didn't misplace that, I would have had them all. So now I need to go underneath. Place down all these resonance. This is going to give this little thing power. And with that power, they should now say they're online. However, I think they just have to touch. They're all online. So we have to actually change it. So you can see the shape of this has to match this. So there's one on the top and the bottom. So now let's turn online. Yeah. So if we do this on the other side, everything should now be online. So now realistically, all we should have to do is we're going to need ourselves a linking tool and a different tool. I can't remember what it's called. Configuration tool. So we're gonna link this storage control, which fits in here perfectly, to all of these bins. There we go. And let's just take you out. We don't want you in there. And for the time being, I'm actually going to get rid of this, because that's going to distribute it just all over the place. We need to put it in order first, lock it, and then we will be able to do exactly that. So here, we're going to need us 7 blocks and then a bunch of power. So we'll do coal, iron, gold, lapis, redstone, diamond, emerald. Vanilla blocks. Just like that, they grow moderately quick. And that's just with the growth accelerator, because everything else is offline. Then over here, we'll do copper, nickel, silver, platinum, lead, tin, and aluminium. And there we go. Next order of business, we gotta function all this with power. So, in order for us to do that, we're gonna have to come down here quickly. And we're gonna have to get under all of these now. So what we're going to do is we're probably gonna put the flux point, we're gonna shove here. So that's gonna be the source of where this power is coming from. And then these energy pipes, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna need our wrench out. So we're gonna quickly hook all this up. Okay, so all these are offline, and as soon as I turn these on, we do main, everything should start on breaking now. So you can see they're slowly breaking. Now, we've got it on a very slow setting just so I can configure this to the right place. So I think we're just going to take the pickaxe out. The graphite. Oh, we're getting graphite from this. So we're actually going to get rid of this one. Mainly because we need coal. We don't need graphite. So let's put that there. And then all we got to do is if we lock all these in place. Boom, 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 boom. Even the empty one, because we don't want that filling up with anything random. Then place you in there. Increase your range. Decrease your Y range. And if we do this, it should honestly never fall out. Just to be on the safe side, we're going to increase it that 1 block. And then when I throw all these ores in there, they should automatically sort themselves out into the right place that they need to be. Now we're going to take that out just for the time being. So what I need to do now, I'm going to config these so it's filtered just to break the full clusters. Which means I need a silk touch pickaxe. Okay, so now we've got the silk touch. We should break this. It should give us a cluster. We should be able to do that for every single one. So just like that. Now we can filter this in here. And just like that. You're going to be on the allow list. So now when we throw this in here, we can actually change the ticks down to 1. However, you can see it never actually breaks the iron now, which is going to be a problem. So if we change it to 5, still doesn't look like it's making its way to iron. That's because I haven't filtered it. There we go, now it breaks them all very rapidly, and we just need to turn this sound off because it is very loud. Okay, so we've been AFK a bit whilst I've just been eating, and if we come and look at all these resources, we've already got like over 20,000, 30,000, very high up. Now all these are set to 1 tick. We've got our Eclipse Alloy Pickaxe, which is constantly taking the energy from here, which I didn't know that it did, to be honest. But you can see our energy is the thing that's kind of struggling. So we do need to improve this very, very soon. We put all our filters in. We managed to sort the sounds out. We just had to put in the right coordinates. This is for our cave. This one are the coordinates for this base. So we had to change that around. In here, again, energy is just getting used pretty quickly. Now I'm still on these old geothermal, whatever, magmatic. Because see, all of them have the necessary power they actually need. The only problem is I'm not pulling enough of it. So what I could do is just get a pipe upgrade. Currently I'm using the improved one, but I need to go a step further. So we got the advanced one. So let's quickly just swap this out. I believe it was here. So let's do that. So now we're going from transferring 13,000 to 32,000. And yeah, that does it perfectly. Our energy is full. And it's same should be over here. Yeah. All our accelerators are full, and now it should actually be doing some work. So, that's it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed and would like to see more on this series, then show some love by hitting that like button. Subscribe with bell notifications turned on, and I'll see you all in the next one.